We were interested in how Carmen is a working class young woman that works in a factory on a minimum wage, how she has little education, and how she is using or learning to express her power and her sexual identity with no money or social standing. Investigating that, we started to look at some of the favelas in Latin America, somewhere that felt there was a clash between the state and the community, somewhere where there was a hostile military presence really close by, because the factory girls feel that the soldiers are literally part of their day-to-day job, and probably in terms of era somewhere between 1960 and late 1970s.
Once we had the concept, I started looking at films from the 70s and films set in the 70s, books, online. I love shopping for vintage. It's always really nice to see some, old thing that's been lying around for 40 years given a new lease of life. We've had to do a lot for Carmen. We've used a lot of original 70s stuff, and even if we can't use it in the show for some reason because it's too small or too fragile, sometimes we copy a whole garment, or we'll just take the details from something and transfer them onto something that we're making. I think Escamillo's costumes are the most complicated. He's got 3 custom-made costumes. We're using lots of leather. I think more detail, because bullfighters were then and are now kind of celebrities, so his clothes are more dramatic than anybody else's.
I think the music is incredible, absolutely incredible. But I also think the narrative, the story is so powerful. It's about a modern working class woman trying to express her sexual freedom and her sexual preferences in a world that isn't allowing it. And I don't think right now you could get a more modern story than that.